Hello. We have a team we haven't faced before. Definitely not with this team. I don't think with the last team. Sorry for all the background noise. It's a lot of clinking and dog feet going on. So, halflings. Let's see. Okay, nothing too surprising here. Movement 6 halfling. I mean, they don't have a ton to be worried about. It's just whether they... Let's see. Whew. Somebody that can relate to our record. Okay, well we've got nothing. They will probably take our rerolls and maybe do some bribes or something. We'll see. They have the halfling master chef who steals rerolls. Well, technically it doesn't officially steal rerolls, but it kind of does. They could do a wizard. We need to... So, halflings, they're basically all strength 2, they all have dodge. But they're very flimsy, so they die very quickly. They do have 2 treemen, who I believe don't have loner, which is a bonus. But obviously they can still take root and, you know, if they fall over, whatnot. But I think our plan, hopefully, is to try and avoid the treeman. We'll see how they play. Usually they kind of gather around the treeman with the ball. The treeman can technically, I think, throw them. You just don't often see it because treemen, you see them more often with wood elves. But okay, they're taking the other treeman as well. No, Willow isn't a treeman, is he? Oh, Willow's the weird sort of... I don't know what Willow is. Kind of like a wood elf, but with strength, higher strength and lower agility. That's an interesting choice, actually. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Theoretically, we should do okay. We need to keep our tackle guy intact because he is our key. Suddenly, the claw guy is not the key to victory with this one. It's the tackle guy. Having lots of block is nice, but we're not super set up to take down this team. We should technically win. This is a cool team to look at. They all have drumsticks in their in their helmets. So that's Willow. I don't know. He's available to elf teams too. I usually ignore him. He's at least available to wood elves, so I usually ignore him. Let's see. I mean, we should probably go on offense. Oh, that's sucky for them. Their stealing rerolls did not work in the first half. I don't know exactly how it works, but this is poor. That's a big thing. If they can steal 2 or 3 of your rerolls, things kind of do get actually pretty scary. So that should help at least. But yeah, they're an interesting team. I think we have maybe we've definitely faced the Wood Elves with Treeman in a match with the Dark Elves. Can't remember if I don't think we faced Wood Elves with this team yet. But yeah, the universal dodge is a pain, and these 2 guys are pretty hard to block as well. Willow's actually kind of solid for a team like this. For elves, you're like, agility 3. And no block. I guess Willow's sort of a dryad-y sort of thing. Animations are War Dancer. They do have Sidestep. They have Dauntless, which is cool. Yeah, I'm value 8. Not a huge movement. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Like what they've kind of based that on, because that doesn't fit anything, which is kind of cool. There's probably some backstory that explains why Willow is what Willow is. Alright, so they didn't want to put Treeman on the front line. That's probably good because it means we don't have to commit. We probably could have knocked the treeman over, but the problem is when you commit all your guard guys to trying to knock over treeman, you get stuck on the treeman. But I suppose I don't want them knocked over either because it might take them a long time to get up. Extra movement is actually really good, and this one has block. Ooh, nice. So I think the plan is just to avoid them for now, unless I change my mind. Let's see. Got a wrestle. Nice. So this is kind of their ball taker. So knocking him down a peg or two would be nice. I think we actually try and hit Willow here because they've kind of, I don't know, it's tricky decisions. They can get through on us. They have the stunty thing where they can just dodge through tackle zones real easy. So we have to kind of respect that a little bit. I guess we could try and claw one of their trees down. It's not the worst idea in the world. Probably the movement one. Let's see. So we'll just use warriors to knock down these guys. I might use a tackle guy on this guy. You don't need to be there. Yeah, I think I am going to try and have a go because I got strength 4. Have to put some guard up there. We'll have a think about it during the turn. Not the ideal thing to do, but... So yeah, obviously the thing with them is they do have a lot of substitutes. Let's see, I could actually take a hit on Willow now. Do we change plans here? Yeah, I think we do. I mean, there's always blitzing with the Minotaur as well, which is a bit scary, but theoretically possible. Let's see. Kind of leaving our ball carrier a bit alone here, but... Alright, let's do some 3 dice blocks. Yeah, we can't expect to get a knockdown every time. That's 2 dice, that's 2 dice, that's still 1 dice, so I do need somebody up there. You know what, let's go back to this plan, yeah. Yeah, we can't expect to take enough of their team out that they don't have anybody for the second half, but we'll do what we can. Could do the 3 dice here and get the guard in contact. Ah, we didn't. Which I think means we try and claw Willow. Try and make that investment not worthwhile. Okay, that's not too bad a start, really. The tree's going to come in, that's going to be our problem. But we do have a lot of guard. I'm not going to pop the Minotaur on the front line yet, because he doesn't want to move. But at some point we will. I'll probably get this guy standing up some halflings at some point. We're going to end up doing a lot of blocks on halflings without block. So the nice thing about short hands One of the nice things about Sure Hands is it gives you a reroll. The other thing is, at least when you do fail, you don't use a team reroll. So you have that little thing of like, well, it sucks, but I'm not down to 2 rerolls right from the first turn. So that's another thing to consider about it. Automatic rerolls, at least when they fail, they don't kill your team rerolls, which is pretty huge. Is he retreating his tree? Interesting. Is he going to throw somebody? Or is he just trying... He may be just trying to survive my drive. We're not the kill... We're definitely not the killer. This is not the scariest Chaos team you're going to come up against. It's going to go after the easy prey here, which is fair enough. Thrush kind of put himself in the danger zone. Be interesting to see if he rerolls this. Yep. So you could call that a greed reroll, but he's got 4 rerolls. And he wants to kill my team. Didn't really work out. He might follow up just to keep him... No, interesting. Looks like he's trying to keep the trees safe for now. He's scared of the claw. Do slightly quote liar a bit there. But he should be. I mean, what makes these guys so amazing is armor value 10. Well, there's a few things, but armor value 10 is one of the huge things. And if somebody just makes armor value 7 and then hits it with Mighty Blow, you know, they basically become big elves. Alright, so I think the plan is to test this dodge. I didn't get the ball yet. So we have to get some guys in here and get a little bit of surround on, so that they have a less convenient time of dodging. And our blitz has to be 3 dice, because it would be silly not to. But where are we going to put it? I guess here. Let's see. Let's go with that. I don't want to put anybody on the tree yet. I'm going to put the guard back here just so that Willow has a rough time doing anything to anyone. If the Minotaur will, I'd like him to come this way. But I don't want him on the front line. I want the Claw to continue to be a threat. So I'm going to kind of work it up the side. Gonna bring this guy in here. And then it's ball pickup time. Now he may try and dash people through, but obviously it's kind of awkward. But yeah, it's kind of like how much removal can we get before they, you know, how much removal can we get? Because if we could, especially if we can get those trees out of the way, that would be huge. Okay, he's taken out the prime target here, which makes sense. Tackle is one of their scary prospects. Gets the stun on him. He could try and foul him, but it's not good odds. But I suppose he has spare players, so he may still try and put a foul in here. I think we'll get an assist on it unless he brings somebody through there. Okay, looks like he's going to block this guy down. I don't know why the GFI there. Do they? Okay, so he's put Sure Feet on most of his team. That's interesting. That seems to be his go-to. Sure feet and then sidestep. I hadn't noticed that. That's something to watch out for. Okay, I don't think he's getting any more blocks. So now we just have to hope dodge doesn't work. I mean, halflings half the time just kill themselves through dodging away. But we're not too worried about it at the moment because it's not really changing the game too much that he is running away. So we'll put a high strength in here. I wonder if we can knock down Willow. I think we give it a try. We can. That's nice because I can now move up on that and we can get a hit on this guy. Probably go here to block off the good route in. Okay, so what have we got? We've got 4, 5, 6. Can I improve that? Only if I get a guard in the other side. We can get a guard in the other side. This is good. We're gonna reroll this. Because getting this tree down is big. Where do I want him? Let's pop him here. We will stay. No dice with the armor break, but at least it's paying for him to get up. Ooh, that's a long way around. I think we at least make our way over here. Let's see. Where can you get to? You can get to here. Let's just give him a little bit of safety here, just in case. I could take the 2 die against, but it's against Mighty Blow, so I don't really want to. Do I want to move, though? Yeah. I don't want to give him 3 free hits with Mighty Blow. So this person has played, as we could see from the record, they've played a ton. This person is not only a halfling loving player, but they are a glutton for pain, because, you know, I'm assuming they play halflings pretty well. Even to have got, you know, forged 11 wins out of what they got. But yeah, just to be willing to take them on this long to do that is rough. One thing they do have is that they can 1-turn touchdown. So, you know, even scoring in turn 8 here is no guarantee, because they may 1-turn touchdown us and then try and slow drive us for a win or a draw. So we shouldn't take anything for granted here. He got up, and they so far haven't rooted either, so we're just kind of holding hope for that. But they're not even worried about the ball, which is interesting. I mean, makes sense. I mean, it's rough to get it out, especially now they've lost their wrestle guy. I'd really want to make each of them make a dodge, but I'm not doing the best job of that right now. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's get the bullseye fish first. Then we can make some dodges. Let me see. Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to stick around for now. They could theoretically dodge out through this net and get a something going here. Now, what do we have on this guy? If I stand this guy up, got 4, 5, 6. Can I get another one in there? If I hit that guy, I could, but how do I hit that guy? It's going to depend on if this guy wants to move again. Oh, he's being good right now. Okay, so getting this guy up will get me the 6. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. I can't emphasize how important taking this guy out is. I think that's just a stun. Gonna bring him back up here just because I'm a bit worried about this position, obviously, because they got an pretty easy situation going on now. I'm gonna bring this guy up if he'll go. Whoops, that's the GFI I didn't need. And let's see, let's try this. Alright, yeah, we can dodge too. Sometimes. Alright, this is super solid. Because now this is suddenly so many more dodges than they had before. That's not to say they can't do things, but that's way more of a pain. I probably just move away from this guy now. If this guy lets me, I probably just move away and consolidate, because at least he's out of this drive. Well, he's one away from leveling up, so he'll probably get that this game. He's pretty close as well. What he's doing pretty sensibly is keeping the halflings close to the tree so that to try and mark these guys up is not easy. Don't know if he's going there because he's worried about the foul or if he's just trying to get back in the game here. But I'm not fouling a tree. It's kind of like a whole team commitment. I'm not surprised he hasn't got dirty player on anybody yet. I suppose there's a chance that he has and that person's, you know, got injured, but... And no injuries on any of them. Okay, so this is one of the ones without... Okay, just a stun. Alright, so that's nice. We get to hit. We're not getting to hit as many of them as we'd like, if we're being honest, but that is often the way. Let's see. I think I try and hit this guy. I mean, the movement isn't huge, but the more skills we get out, the better. Does he Yappo? I think he saves Yappo for the trees, right? Especially with Claw. No, he doesn't. That is dangerous. Is that guy that... I guess that guy's good for 1 turns? He's got 2 of them though. One of them has... The other one has sprint though, so the other guy is his like 1 turner. I'm actually just going to move away for now. And we can leave this here. Can leave this here. Bring this guy so he's still in range. We want to get a 3 dice on here. Okay, I think we're overall happy with that. So we've drawn out the Apo, so if we do manage to, you know, even badly hurt a tree, they're out. But you can see why halflings are so difficult to play with. Okay, so that guy's not standing up, which is great. Well, that does mean we can't hit him back down again. He's just using Willow just to be a pain. And he is doing that pretty well. Guess he's gonna maybe blitz the Mino? I mean, the Mino hasn't been much of a threat to him yet, apart from... I mean, this guy's more of a pain than the Minotaur, yeah. Okay, used to reroll and take root, that's fair enough. Otherwise, that tree's basically out for the, the rest of the half. Yeah, I think actually halfling teams have a tougher time against like elf teams because you can dodge from the tree really easily, and you know, you can get on all the little halflings. It's yeah, I feel much more confident in this matchup with elves, although I don't feel too bad even as things sound. Okay, it looks like he's going for a retreat. Just kind of cutting his losses, because he hasn't really lost too much. But I think we do have to chase these guys. We have to put some pressure on, make them injure themselves. So, let's see if I stand you up. You are strength 4. Probably shouldn't be here exactly. But I don't know if I can get much better. I'm gonna have to take a bit of a risk here. But it's not too much of a risk vis-a-vis the ball, so at least there's that. I think we just put a couple people up here and then bring everybody else down to deal with what's going on down here. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, no dice there. So what do we go for? What have we got? 3, oh, so we've got 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess I can hit this. I have to be next to this tree, other tree unfortunately, but... He's probably going to fell this guy if he ever gets a chance. Just a stun. I wish I could stand 2 guys up with this guy. Do I dodge back out? I can't really get away very efficiently. Got to mark up the guys that are up. Willow can't do a ton from here in and of himself, due to all the guard around. The tree managed the blitz, so this guy is getting punched pretty hard. And this is what I was worried about. It's going to send him into Willow, I expect, and push Willow out. No, he's just pushing the Minotaur away. Interesting. Is this when the armor break comes bad? Not yet. And he stayed where he was. He didn't want to be next to me. Fair enough. Willow could dodge out. Is he making any other kind of moves? Don't think you reroll that on Willow. Oh, just a stun. Would have been a KO if you didn't have Thick Skull. Alright, so where do we have block? We have block here. We'll follow on this. Oh, actually, there's no real need. No dice there. No dice there. We'll push him into the tackle as well. Okay, so we could get another tree hit here, I believe. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if the Minotaur's willing to move. Okay, he's not. We're at turn 7 now. I think we accept this and try and make sure we don't get any shenanigans going on further down the pitch, honestly. So I think this is now 3 dice. Fair enough. We'll just follow this up. We're going to make this a 3 dice blitz. Seeing as we don't have block. There we go. They haven't done too badly for injury rolls either. I mean, they really are going to have a very full team here. Which is unfortunate, but to be expected. Now this is fine because we can push him into the warrior. And now the warrior can move away from the treeman with this block. Oh. Or not. I mean, I guess I could have done. Could consider a foul now. Stand up this tree, stand up this guy, come in for a foul. I mean, doesn't have to worry about players getting sent off. Okay, this makes sense. His take root's gone pretty well. Apart from the one time when he got to re-roll it. And the stand-up's gone very well for him. Oh, he didn't have to roll for stand-up because he's got movement 3, that's right. That's why we were going after this other guy more, because if he gets knocked over, it's more of a problem. I guess he could foul this guy. I mean, he's got a foul, surely. Yeah, there we go. And this is a better target because this is the guy that can take down the ball carrier. Bit of a wash there. Just get this guy out of dodge. I don't know, the GFIs are really worth it there. But he's got rerolls, so why not, I suppose. Okay. Do I have one final hit on the treeman, even though... Yeah, I think I do. Normally I would just go for the 3 dice, but honestly, killing halflings right now is not going to make any difference at all. They don't have any on the pitch, so they're going to make a big difference. Okay, nice. We wouldn't have re-rolled that. Very resistant. Did he just level up? Did Badger level up? Doesn't really matter to him. I don't think those guys are... Yeah, they're not crazy essential. Okay. So, I think we sacrificed the little guys. It's definitely going to be a throw here. I don't know what the best tactics for stopping a throw are. I think potentially you could just try and line everybody up on the front to make the throw harder. But they have the extra movement anyway, so I don't know if that's really worth it. So I think we just try and make a... We just do the classic. And make it so they at least have to run through some tackle zones on their way. Gonna take our... No, yeah, they're not gonna run past our tackle guy, so we're gonna take him off just in case we get like a stone thrown on the field or something. And just in case they get an extra turn, let's spread our guys a touch. Put Rabbit in there. Let's see. Yeah, just so we have our beasts kind of mixed in a bit better. Just need to remember to bring this guy in the second half, or I'm going to be very sad. I guess the difficulty for them is even if they do score here, they have to try and stall out the second half for 8 turns. Or maybe they just try and one turn right at the beginning of the second half and then say, hey, come at us. But obviously they have a tough time stopping things. More sidestep would actually be really useful for them. So he's done this a bunch of times, he knows what he's doing. So this guy is the guy that is... I guess being thrown. He's starting in 1 square back, so it's 1 less that he has to worry about getting the ball to him. We don't have kicks, so we just assume that it's gonna... We're not gonna be able to get out of their reach. They've kind of spread everybody so that they have the maximum potential. I think probably if we got it back here, they're probably screwed. They've got their other movement guy back there to give them the maximum potential either way. But I mean, you know. This would be an interesting... oh, Quick Snap is very nice. Because now he can get us... I don't know if getting a square closer helps him or not, actually. I mean, getting this guy closer is a big help. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, he can get there no problem. So now we just get to watch a halfling one-turner in action. Moving across, I don't know how that helps, but it does apparently. So they're... Okay. So they're getting this guy in to knock this guy down so the throw is a bit easier. So now he can... I mean, he probably had a 3 dice aim, but he can 3 dice this guy. Interesting. I don't think that makes any difference. I think he's just moving people for the sake of it now. But yeah, they have armor value 6 and stunty, which makes their injury rolls 1 worse, so they are theoretically very squishy. We haven't done a ton of removal yet, but either way, I think we hope that our removal rate improves in the second half, whether this works or not, especially if this does work, because we need to force them into having a tough time to score. So down goes Raccoon. They haven't really had a huge amount of, normally Treeman just completely wreck teams, even though they just have Mighty Blow, they just seem to have a magic ability. It's got the reroll, so I think this, at least the first part of this should work pretty well. I can't remember how many rolls there are. I've never really done a lot of throwing in my time. Of, you know, people anyway. So the handoff. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why he did that. And why is he going to the... Why is this guy better? I don't know why this guy's better. Because he's going to throw him anyway, so I guess the throw comes from this guy. Okay, he can move this guy now. So it's a little bit less for... Okay, so yeah, he knows what he's doing. Like I said, I don't really know this team that well. So throw teammate. I don't even know how this interface works, because I don't think I've ever done it. I may have done it with goblins and trolls. Okay, so a successful throw. The landing is bad. Didn't injure himself though, but he did drop the ball. I believe, amusingly, if you oh man, they are really sucking on there. I guess it's a 4+ for each reroll is what it is. Terrible. And their KOs were bad, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, I should probably set up. Okay, so first things first. You're coming in for Raccoon. Skunk in for Raccoon. Vol gets back up on the line. I think I'm going to go classic Chaos Warriors across the front. I don't know if they're going to try and go fast here. It's going to be interesting to see, actually. And then we'll just put our speedy guys in the back. I'm actually going to pop tackle in the middle. Let's push them back 1. If we get a blitz, I mean, it's nice, but we're not... Yeah. Let's go with this. He may go for another 1-turner here, because he needs to score. Twice. It's asking a lot, though, because then you're asking... I mean, honestly, if they score a 1-turner, that's kind of okay with us. It looks like they've stayed set up for it. And it should be a lot easier this time. Especially seeing as we kicked it right here. So I assume he comes through this guy and blitzes here. Although he'd have been better off this guy being here if he was going to do that, and then this guy blitzing here, because then he still has to knock this guy over as well to take a tackle zone off of this guy. Because I believe tackle zones still cause issues for throw teammate like they do for a regular throw. Okay, he's not doing the 1-turner. Or this guy is doing it. Which is possible. I mean, he could walk over and throw this guy down. Are these all characters from Robocop? It's been a long time. Unfortunately, Robocop has leveled slower than this guy. I have technically seen the film, but it was so long ago I can't remember anything about it really. Okay, so what are we doing here? I think they might still be attempting the one turn. I think they're just trying to get safe, but I can't say for sure. I sort of like the sure feet, but I think I'd rather have the sidestep first. Because sidestep is such a good defensive measure. Because if you dodge a couple halflings on through their stalled out players at the at the end of a half, then you can quite often force them to have to dodge because they can't knock them both off. And even though if they don't knock the one down, even he's still can just stay on the player. So sidestep's really good. Okay, he's going. I think he's still going for it. Can we reach the back? We can. If he can't stall this out. If he commits to this, he commits to it. I like the fact he's committing to it because he could have just played for a draw. This is not playing for a draw. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, that landed in a pretty good place for us. So we try and stand up as many halflings as we can again. Let's see, I can stand up a couple there. Okay, that's all the safe ones I can do. Let's see. No, this one's safe. I might throw a tackle here. I don't really want to be next to that guy with this guy. Let's go this way. I don't want to be next to their treeman with my tackle guy. They obviously are going to focus him down. Okay, then we try and pick up the ball whilst it's still somewhat safe over here. Sure hand's doing work there. We can move here. We can move here. The classic 3 push. Can we get out of here? Nope. That's okay. Alright. Yeah, the problem, I mean, I think what they did was probably the right thing if they wanted to try and force some kind of win out of it, but it, I guess it's less than certain that it's going to work. That's 2 one-turners they've tried with a reroll, and both have failed, so it goes to show you that it's not a guaranteed thing, which I think is good, because that would be kind of annoying. Especially against orcs. I think trolls would be a lot more popular if it was every time you do it, it works. But it's a nice thing to have in your back pocket for teams that otherwise can't score a one turn. And that are kind of at a bit of disadvantage anyway, like the stunty teams. Do we just try and score again fairly quickly if they don't pressure too much? Maybe. It's a bit early for a reroll, but maybe they want to try and really... Nope. If he comes in here, it's a little risky because he'll be in contact with the Minotaur. And the Minotaur does have strength 5, so obviously we need a lot less assisting. But he'd also be in contact with this guard as well. Oh, it looks like he's gonna knock the Chaos Warrior over. This is why I wanted this extra guy here, really. Don't think you reroll that either, because you've got no good options there. Maybe you should have hit with this guy, because now this guy's got to dodge. Yeah, his wrestle guy being out is actually really good, because they would not think twice about a 2 dice against splits. It's kind of the halfling way, unfortunately for them. Okay, looks like they're going for another block over here. Let's move this guy around here. Oh yeah, there's another space in there. Yeah, with a 1 in 9, you'd expect them to fail some dodges every now and again. And when I say 1 in 9, that's a 1 in 9 for a dodge with a reroll. So if we can make them dodge a lot... That's pretty cool. Then that is good for us. Now we can just move these guys up at least and get two tackle on this area. I think I'm even going to make this the blitz. Alright, so you can move up here. Honestly, don't mind you being in contact with all 3 of these guys. If they want to pull resources down there to deal with that, that's fine. I'd like to level you up, you're miles away. I think I want to give the ball to this guy. Should the choice arrive. Ox has been so well behaved. Could 1 dice this. It's not quite what we wanted, but you know what? Let's do this anyway. He'll get a hit here, but you know, at least we're pushing that guy on there. And honestly, we mostly just want to score and make this game kind of closed out, so there's no late game shenanigans, and that way we can just kind of worry more about what we're doing after that. I'm mostly just trying to keep guys tied up. Treemen are kind of getting more and more out of position. I mean, this guy's still okay because of his giant movement 3, but... Is he blitzing here? Oh, it's Vol who we really want to score, in a way. Although then we'll start getting skilled linemen. Oh, Thrush is over here. If Thrush has an option score, I'll take that. Yeah, so they haven't had much luck with their injuries either, so I really can't complain about that. I think taking these guys down is more doable with what's he gonna do? Okay, what for? I guess he wants to hit this guy again. This guy's the bane of his existence, I guess. Although he hasn't really done a ton. I don't like that this tree keeps moving. But this is how important a skill tackle is. Like, tackle in this game, just as a threat, is huge. Okay, this tree is being a bit annoying there. Let's see how many halflings he surrounds him with. Okay, he's coming on the ball. That is a bold decision because I think we are going to try and hit him now. I really wanted to hand off the ball to this guy, but now I can't really. That makes it a bit of a pain. Is he going to bring more guys over to try and protect here? There we go. There we go, that's more what you expect with halflings. No long-term effect. Unfortunately, it always seems to happen on the dodges and not on the where you really want it to. Oh, we still have a beastman down here, ear munch. Okay. So I think we try and go for this, if the fates align. So we keep him here, that's one assist. That's beautiful. So we've got 1, 2 assists, so we've got 4, 5, 6. This would be 7. Let's see if the Minotaur will get in there. No. You will there. I think we're actually going to do it like this. And if we can knock him over, we're going to move this guy. Well, we're basically going to adjust slightly and do a handoff. But we've got to make him scared to move the tree in here. Especially seeing as he's used his Apo. Just a stun again. So how are we going to do this? Here? Yeah. Rabbit is going to potentially take a hit here. Very nice. Just follow up on that. Yeah, this has not damaged their team at all, so at least there's that for them. A throw here is of no use to us, so we'll just do a handoff and we'd have re-rolled that if that failed. Now this is an easier target to get the ball off, but there's only one place for an assist, and then you'd have to also get somebody else here. Rabbit. I guess if you die, that's, you know, not surprising. But yeah, the injury rolls continue to be pretty good for everybody. Okay, so he's getting more aggressive on our players over here, which means we should be able to take this in a couple of turns. Suppose you could argue that we leave it out and just keep attacking the tree. We'll think about that. Being KO'd is probably the best thing for Vol there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he retreats these guys or what. If he retreats these guys, I hate to say it, but we have to start felling the tree. Okay, so he is going to continue to try and defend. But yeah, these halflings have led a pretty charmed life. I mean, to get to this much experience, as some of them have, is pretty impressive. Because halflings normally like to die pretty much. We'll follow this just to keep tackle on him. Unless he goes like here or here. In which case I'll just stay where I am. There we go. Let's see. Just bring him up. Can I make that better? Yeah, if this guy moves here... Nope. This guy moves here. Who's fouling here? Chaos Warrior. I guess it'll be Wolf. 50% chance. I just want to kind of keep him stunned, really. Nope. Let's mark this guy up then. I'm probably going to re-roll this if it fails. Because that'll be one of those ones where he just decides to die. Okay, how much more does he want to keep going for? Is he going to blitz here? To get a 2-dice blitz with this guy, he does need to provide an assist. Okay, he's going for the blitz. He's probably going to blitz my claw guy. I think he even left Willow in for this half. Is Willow still on the bench? Yeah. Interesting. So him using a reroll there is quite nice, because it means he doesn't knock this guy over, and now we can take it in, and the fact that he rerolled that is going to be much more meaningless than it was going to be. I honestly don't think doing I don't think that was worth it, because he's already on 3 guys, so like he still makes a block even if he takes root, as long as he stands up. So I think that reroll was probably wasted there. I think we still do take a block at something, because the trees aren't blitzing us here, so we're relatively safe on the ball front. So we put a couple blocks out there and see where we're at. So I guess you could, or you could maybe even, yeah, you could make this hit. Hey! Badger stealing all the SPP today. I didn't even look how he got injured there. So... This is a 3 dice. We'll push him into the other guys so they can have a block. Did he not use dodge there? Okay, I didn't expect that. So we can bring this guy around for a block on this guy. Actually, let's... no, because he doesn't have guard, so yeah. So we can now do this one. Not that this is likely to get anything, but eventually armor value 10 fails, right? It's theoretically possible. Then we bring this guy around here. 3, 4, 5, 6. We bring this guy... woohoo! There's somebody there. Bring this guy here. Don't even have to blitz this time. That is nice. See, he's taken a bit of a chance here, which I'm not sure is worth it. I mean, it turns out these guys do not get injured very easily, but it could happen. And then we haven't used our blitz, so we're going to use it to hit this guy. With another 3 dice. And then I think we're just going to go in, probably. I don't think we're actually going to get them down players, because they have 3... well, maybe. Yeah. They've only got 1 reroll left. Let's keep this game going. We still have our apothecary, which is part of the reason why I'm... okay, so I don't know how many... I think he's still going to have a full team. It's going to be close. Yeah, I think he does. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He does have a full team. It's kind of funny, but kind of expected as well. So, are you on the front? Yes, you are. I'm going to take you off and give Raccoon a chance to shine. / die. But yeah, we still have our Apo, so we're keeping that in mind. If any of these guys die, unfortunately they die. But we're more likely to... it's more... this is one of those situations where we should be okay, and it's kind of more fun to keep playing, plus we have more of a chance to hurt their players because there's going to be more players around to hurt, if that makes sense. So it's better as an SPP chance. Maybe an opportunity to score, but yeah. We'll just take what we can and give them something to do as well, so it's a bit more fun for everybody, hopefully. Willow's back on the field, as expected. Strength 4 is not too shabby, and yeah, it's an interesting one. Definitely not the best player, but he's not super expensive either. Perfect defense is nice because we can get away from the tree a bit. I'm actually going to go here. The ball's not really going anywhere useful, so I think I'm just going to keep pretty much how we are. Going to move these guys in as well. I want to make the Minotaur a bit tougher to take out. You know, we could actually push on this a bit. hang on. Let's have you on this side. And you on this side. Let's see. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should put these guys on here so they can't make a decent block against us. We'll just hide this guy back here as a threat if they want to come into this pocket. Okay, so he's going for the easy SPP here, which makes sense. Or easier. Especially with it, seeing as he wants to level this guy up. At some point he's going to get an injury. Maybe I should have switched Vol for Raccoon. I should have done. That said, do you really want to level up these guys anyway? When they're just going to get clobbered all the time? I think we do want a Wrestle Beast. At some point. Because we all know how good Wrestle can be. As soon as I get Strip Ball, we're going to play teams that only have sure hands, as we found with the Dark Elves. I don't think he ever once used Strip Ball. Once he got that skill, my Blitzer. Oh, it looks like he's still going for a throw, which makes sense. Oh, the take root failure, so he's going to reroll that probably. He did not. Okay, he's just going to throw from there, I guess, and he just has to do an extra GFI. Can I reach the back from here? I can't reach the end zone, but that's not really a problem. Because if he's in the end zone, he scored. Is it third time a charm? 17% chance of landing? Why is that so bad? I don't know why that's such a bad chance. I don't understand it well enough. Unless I'm misinterpreting that. Okay, so we can have a attempt on Willow. Thankfully he has no block skills, so that's good. Let's get our Minotaur up in here. Just so we can get the 3 dice here. Let's see. Let's move this guy. Yeah, sure. Not worried about the trees too much now. Get him a little further. Nope. Okay. You don't need to score, you don't need to score. I guess you try and score, because you really don't need to score right now either. Rabbit's going for this for the touchdown. At least at the moment, unless I change my mind. Let's see, where can we put you that's relatively safe? I guess here is okay. We'd kind of like Vol to score, actually. No, we need our Chaos Warriors to get some SPP. Maybe if we're allowed, we hand it off to Wolf. Oh, is he going for the Minotaur? That's not good. Ox. It's going for Ox. Oh, and he's got both down. I mean, he's got blocks, so that's fine for him. Okay, is he going to go for the Retribution Foul? Could do. He's got nothing to lose at this stage. I mean, the good thing is, Ox has been a good Minotaur, but he hasn't really bothered hitting anybody. He's just been well behaved at moving and helping with his guard. If I had a whole half, it would be amusing to try and get him the ball and try and get him to score. In that situation, you actually often try and blitz with him to actually make him move up the field. Okay, what's he doing there? What's he doing here? Is he just taking them out of the way? Is he going to move everybody down and out of our way? I would like to get the ball to this guy if I can. So if he's just going to leave us alone. I'm not saying that we're not going to blitz these guys, because this guy is pretty close to a level up. I could get him within an injury of leveling up. Yeah, he's just kind of grouping together. Alright, that's good. So this guy goes up first. We will blitz here, because we'd like this guy to level up if he fancies injuring anybody. Alright, KO. I think we move our tackler out of range. We could bring this guy down here just to have a hit here. Nice. You can go where you like. I think I'm going to make this a throw. Because that'll put this guy within a MVP of leveling up if he manages it. And we're going to attempt to dodge the Minotaur out here. In a feat of skill he's never tried before. Come on, Ox, you can do this. Oh, you didn't. I expect him to try one more blitz with Ed 209. So level up would be quite nice. He could get a grab, he could get... I mean, break tackle is not bad. What else is good? I mean, grab's a classic because you can push people next to you when you block them. I don't know what else is good for treatment. I mean, he's already rolled 2 doubles, which is great. Is he attempting to throw... Is he attempting a throw here? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Now that's what he's been trying all game. So he could try a 2 dice against here. Oh, he's doing the blitz down here, so... no rerolls. So, a bit of a sad game for the halfling. Oh boy, okay, never mind. Take it back. If your rolls are badly hurt here, we're both okay with that. I don't mind him leveling up his treatment because he's had a rough game. He doesn't mind that I'm not permanently injured because he levels up. It's kind of like, okay, all round. Where did he go? This is why Pro is a nice skill on big guys. Because you get to attempt to, basically you get to attempt a loner reroll of sorts. And you can actually use it on, use it on loner as well. So it's kind of like a nice way if you're trying one last block at the end of the turn to mitigate that. Okay, nothing doing. Our armor breaks have been better. I don't know how much by, but I mean, their armor value 6, and they have stunty, so, you know, it's what you'd expect. Ooh, close there. It's a common tactic to try and throw somebody at the ball carrier, because if they hit them, they both fall over. It's pretty nifty. Obviously, we're going to try and blitz this guy off now and then run in. Don't think you get the other guys up. There we go, down he goes. Well, this is the danger. Our tackle guy is very close to leveling now as well. In we go. So, yeah, I mean, he knows how to play halflings, and he's, you know, well, and he still lost 3-0. This is halflings for you. They're not the easiest. Okay. Lots of money. Okay. I don't know that he necessarily needed it, but he's close to getting something else, like maybe tackle. So yeah, we definitely out armor broke them, but I think you'd expect that against halflings. When we broke the treeman's armor, it was only ever with claw, I think. We did double their blocks. We got a lot of SPP out of that. Who leveled up for them? Oh, just a random halfling. So I think we've probably, like... Oh, we only got one. I guess one of them died just from falling over. I was going to say, I think 2 people died, but, yeah, this is pretty good. Because with Chaos, you generally just want to get a huge team value. Like Elves, I try and keep it low for a while, but Chaos, you just want to get as many skills as you can. They're all on Beastman, so we're probably looking at one of these guys as a wrestle, which makes most sense for the wrestle, Thrush or Vole. I think Vole might be a little wrestler. So wrestle. We could get kick, but if we get kick, that means somebody is not being, you know, we're not putting a base guy on the line, so it's something we're more likely to get on one of these guys. So Thrush. Okay. Wouldn't have minded a double there. Or not a double, but a strength guy would be tasty. Let's see. I think Thrush is just a block for now. So that's 2 of our linemen now on the line that have block skills, which means they're slightly more likely to stay up. And Badger. Okay, so I have no plans here. Oh, he is our ball handler, right? Sure hands. Okay, so I think we start going mutated here. So there's extra arms, which means +1 to pick up, catch, or intercept. He's already pretty good at picking up. I kind of like big hands. So for big hands, you ignore rain and you ignore tackle zones when you pick up the ball. So say the ball bounces into a thing in 3 tackle zones, you don't care, you just go and pick it up on a 3+ with a reroll. I think Big Hands is our way. He's going to be an excellent ball retriever if he lives. And also, ignoring rain is super good. And we begin the trip into... I don't see it shown on him. Maybe it doesn't show until... Let's see. Okay, there's his big hand. Oh, it's an extra big hand, I guess. I wonder what happens if we get a extra arm. I wonder if he ends up with 4 arms. He's going to be wacky if he does. It's even got a little eye on it. Isn't that lovely? So yeah, this guy is now a superstar at picking up the ball. We may well get him extra arm as his next one, so that he's picking a ball up in a 2+ in any tackle zones. I mean, you can already hear how ridiculous that is. Now, obviously, you still need to get out of there, so either dodge would be nice on him, or if we roll an agility, that would be amazing. But if we don't get either of those, you can at least, like, depending on the situation, you can put somebody behind, like in the square next to where the ball is, run this guy in, pick up the ball, and then hand off into an empty tackle zone. Because obviously usually you don't want to end up next to 3 players, otherwise you're just going to drop the ball immediately again. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty pleased with that. And that brings us to 2 mutations. We are finally beginning to drop into those mutations. I don't know if hair will get a mutation or not next time. Honestly, probably tackle is more sensible. Because we only have 1 tackle, so it makes sense for him to have it, and it's always good to have it on your killer guy, because a lot of people take dodge as a useful defensive skill, especially on ball carriers and whatnot. So yeah, overall, very happy. Our record goes even more positive. And I think we actually buy an upgrade to the pitch now. Which puts us at a level 2 pitch, which is going to be a little bigger. And if we ever get back up to 2k again, we can buy an enhancement. I mean, we could technically buy an enhancement now, but I don't like to be on 0 money in case you have a really bad game. Alright, well, thanks for watching. That was a pleasantly, pleasantly easy-ish game for us, really non-stressful. So I will catch you for the next one. It's nice to have one of those after all the close games we've had. Bye for now.